Today's topic, what's wrong with me that I cannot attract my husband? That's the question or the statement that so many women have. Like they might have tried to attract their provider husband, or they just attract men that are not a match for what they look for, or they don't attract any good guys, just really, really rude guys. There might be different scenarios, but the statement is always very similar because women tend to either, blame it outwards, like all the guys are bad, or blame it on themselves, like what's wrong with me? Am I not good enough? Why is it happening? Like, how come? All of that. And I want you to know that there's definitely nothing wrong with you, because you already know when another woman can have something, you can have the same. You can have the same, and it doesn't matter what age you have, what country you're from, what language you speak. And although some people think those things matter, I don't believe so, because I have a ton of proof. I have so many clients who have been engaged and married to millionaires in their even in their 60s. So my oldest client is 69 right now and engaged and married to a millionaire. So I don't believe that there is a circumstance that can hold you back from your desire. Okay. And also, I cannot tell you in this video right now what exactly is blocking you, because it's a mixture of multiple things. It's a mixture of multiple things to be engaged to your affluent man, to be engaged to an amazing man. Yeah. And a mixture is of, communication. Do you know how to actually communicate with a man that he feels like he can hear you, that he knows how to act around you, that he knows what you're looking for? Okay. Another point might be confidence. Like, is confidence? And the thought, what's wrong with me that I can't attract my affluent husband? Is it a confident thought, or is it a kind of insecure thought? It's an insecure thought, right? And when we have those insecurities, it's like we would wait for the reality to shift so that we start being confident. Okay, so we wait for the reality to shift, that we start being confident. The problem is, if you right now are still waiting to attract a man so that you start feeling confident, it's like a cycle, because your reality doesn't change because you're still insecure, and you can't become confident because the reality didn't change. But there is a break of the cycle, and that's called inner work and coaching. That's what I'm doing all the time with my one-on-one clients. We are breaking this insecurity cycle. We are creating from scratch, from within. Yeah, we are upgrading your thought process, your emotional process. And guess what? Then the reality starts shifting fast. Within a month or 2 or even 6 months, my clients attract engagement rings after engagement from millionaires. And sometimes they don't even look for millionaires, but when they have an abundant mindset, which is the third point, affluent, empowered men just happen to be the match. So the confidence doesn't come from being born. So most women are not born confident. We are raised to be confident. And sometimes we didn't have parents who raised us to be confident, to feel worthy of high standard, to feel worthy of providing, to feel worthy of having this. Maybe you also didn't have a modeling in your parents. Okay, or maybe the past was so painful for you that this took away your confidence of, I get to have what I have, but I get to have what I set as my desire. But a painful past might have given you the insecurity because you've met multiple guys who are like kind of mean. You didn't know how to set the boundary. They didn't treat you right. And now the insecurity took over. So confidence is something from within. And confidence is something that I help you build inside. I help you build from inside the emotional resilience so that you get to be confident no matter what the outside world is doing. And this is my one-on-one coaching. So send me an email if you're interested. And let me give you an example. So I feel like this just comes to my mind, but I'm not sure if this is a good example. So you know how when we sometimes have a rok, like we wear a rok or a dress, and then it's a good example though. When we have a rok or a dress, and then let's imagine that, you know, the dress and the rok would like stay stuck in your panties, and you know, now you're walking down the street and everybody's like watching you and maybe like being in shock. Yeah. So how confident would you be around your body, around being seen for an embarrassing, let's say, situation? I can tell you that only a few years ago I would have wanted to hide and to like the situation would have been overwhelming for me. I would just feel so embarrassed and like I could never talk to those people that have seen me again, ever again. And I think if this would happen now, first of all, I would be pretty confident about my body, not because my body is better, but because I'm in full confidence acceptance of myself. And I also would just own it confidently because it just happened. And I get to be like, oh well, they had a little fun moment, you know, like completely acceptance of what happened, a complete emotional resilience, even the outside world. Because of the outside world, what happened, I supposed to feel embarrassed. But when you're emotionally resilient, you can stay calm. Yeah, you can stay calm, you can stay resilient. And that's what I mean with confidence. Everybody can be confident when, you know, when we are like having perfect hair day, perfect makeup, like we're dressed well. But what about the low moments? Like, let's say this embarrassing moment with this rok and dress that is stuck in your panties and now everybody can see everything. That's a pretty embarrassing moment, but can you still stay grounded? Can you still stay calm? That's the emotional resilience. And same as in dating. Yeah. When you're now lucky you have a great guy, good, I'm happy for you. But what if you're facing negative experiences, men that aren't a match for you, men that don't want to get married, men that are pushing for intimacy, all of those things? Do you have the emotional resilience to stand for your standards, have unbreakable boundaries and standards? Do you have the confidence to know that you're gonna get what you want and you're gonna keep dating and keep being open? It doesn't matter how much you know, how much you get rejected, how much the guy isn't a match. Yeah, so that's the question here, because the confidence in yourself but also on the journey is such an important point. Because if you don't have it, you might settle for attracting low effort men because you'll be like, yeah, that's just what it is. I never have attracted a guy who is high effort and loving and committable or providing. Or you might completely shut down and stop dating. So you get to have your millionaire's proposal. And I'm here to help you being resilient, keep going, and having the confidence that you get to have it, you know. And this coaching service is really not replaceable. You can do it for yourself because it's like trying to be your own hairdresser. Yeah, you need someone from the outside perspective. Okay, being your own heart surgeon. Even if you're a heart surgeon, you can't, you know, have a surgery on your own heart. You need someone from the outside perspective who's trained, who knows how to do it. and most of your girlfriends will not be able to help you in a way that's actually helpful. Okay, so if you want to continue, move forward in your journey towards your millionaire's proposal, having an empowered relationship, empowered dating way, then reach out for one-on-one coaching. Send me an email where you describe your situation and what you want to work on. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. If you watched this video on YouTube, then subscribe and give it a thumbs up, and I see you in the next one.